Hey everybody, what's going on? It's CDP along with a guest host of mine. Please everybody, welcome back Mr. Mark Crown Stories to the podcast.
Woo! Yay!
Woo! It's been a while, Mark. It's been like what, not even a few, like a month or so since you've last came on.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this is my departure from fucking the YouTubes, but oh well. So, Mark, I want to say real quick, just update everyone that's watching. I literally, before I just contacted Mark here, I just recorded a podcast apologizing to you guys, saying I wasn't gonna be able to have any guests over, but I'm deleting that video because I figured it out. So fuck that. I recorded an hour of a podcast, video format with a webcam, which is shit, but discussing GTA and all this shit by myself because I was like, well, I'm not gonna have anyone over, and then next thing you know, oh wait, I could just do this. Okay, cool.
That's great.
Yeah, so sorry about that.
It would
Mark.
be kind of sad if you only could do solo.
Seriously, man, because right now, I don't even know if this is gonna work. I don't even know if what we're discussing is gonna even be shown, Mark. That's how nervous I am with this.
Well, you could have just done like a short trial one and watched if it got recorded, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
we just wing it.
On a technical level, I did. But all right. Well, today, everybody that's listening to the episode of the podcast is episode 32 of the podcast. Today, we'll be discussing a few things. Not only are we discussing, as I mentioned in the previous episode of the podcast, GTA 5 and the shit that is GTA Online. At least that's my opinion. As well,
it's kind of problematic to play it. So
I mean, it's problematic to just get on there, Mark.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been able to do anything.
So first off, I think it must be noted that GTA not only broke the most, sales record as far as most of the games sold in 1 week.
Media overall.
Yeah, overall.
In general.
And the last one was, what was it, Black Ops?
Yeah, maybe Black Ops hold the record. I don't know.
It was either Black Ops 2 or Black Ops, but not only that's first of all not only amazing, but it just goes to show how the power of gamers as a whole, how much we will support something that's been hyped by fucking Rockstar, and not really Rockstar, but just the gamers overall on the internet, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Well, they did great trailers for it as well.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, that's why I think they kind of it sold the people, because everyone was hyped for GTA, but when they saw the new features, everyone just melted and said, "I'm gonna buy that the day it comes out, or even pre-order it." Or
I mean, yeah. Well, the budget was what, $296 billion, was it?
Yeah, I mean, they went all out with that.
And even more so that they made that back in just pre-orders, dude.
Yeah.
That's unheard of.
Well, I pre-ordered it just because I usually buy my games nowadays online. So I get it shipped and it comes the day it's released, so I don't even have to go out to get them. So that's usually how I do it.
And you actually got it day one?
Yeah, here in Sweden.
That's surprising.
Usually everyone gets it the day expected to get it.
That's impressive.
So yeah, we have good post office. So and we are not that big of a country either, too. So it isn't that problematic compared to a big country like USA. I can understand it's hard to coordinate.
Especially when we don't even have a Congress right now.
Yeah.
Which, what the fuck, but whatever. I'm not going to get political in this episode, but that's all I got to say to that. Yeah, GTA 5. Now, Mark, how do you feel about it so far? Just overall, right, before we even dive into and start digging a big chunk of GTA 5 overall, what do you feel about it, like, in your overall experience with it? Like, is it enjoyable? Is it fun? Do you hate it? What do you not like?
I would say it's the best GTA game since GTA 3.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem for me is that it is too easy. If it were a harder game, then probably would be for me, one of the best games of all time. But the fact is, for me, that I enjoy it a lot. I would say, for some reason, I'm stuck in my head, like I have my rating being like 8.5. I don't know. I usually don't rate games at all, but it's just stuck in that sort of feeling, like it's really, really great, but it's, for me, it's just, if it's the too easy and the heists are too boring. That's the only main problem I have.
I can really agree with you with that. It's funny you mentioned the 8.5 thing. Like, again, I don't rate games either, like, as you do.
Yeah, and I never do it either, but for some reason it just gets stuck in my head that I feel this game is an 8.5. I have no idea why. It's the easiest idea for my brain to explain how I feel, how good the game is. I don't know why, but it's just.
I agree with you though on the 8.5 thing. I completely agree with you. I don't think that I think people need to stop saying. I'm not saying the game is bad. By far from it. It's a great and fantastic game. But again, at one point in the game, I literally just said, Franklin, I don't give a fuck about your ex-girlfriend. I don't give a fuck about Lamar. I don't care about your aunt. I'm gonna go play something else.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, it's interesting because Franklin. He's the most lovable dude, but in the meantime, like, why he goes after Tanisha over and over is, I frankly don't understand it, because we don't have the backstory.
Yeah.
We don't know why were they good together? Were they, should there be still a relationship, or she just, because that becomes a big problem for the storyline, because you don't care about her at all. I'm like, so that's why I made Franklin just start to go out to the strip club all the time. Not because I just felt like I get sort of like the decision of what would be fitting of this character. Franklin here should just hit the strip club and get new women's. Fuck Tanisha. Screw her. You don't need her.
Seriously, because, even more so, first of all, I want to say, anybody that's listening, if you haven't been in the game at all, it's your fault if we spoil something, because we've been, I'm assuming, Mark, you've been in the game. Of course you have, right?
Yeah, I finished it.
Yeah, we've both finished it. I don't know how much you've done. I've done about 70% of the whole content. So
it's I would say that I have exactly 70% as well.
There you go. But yeah, so if you get something spoiled, that's your fault, not me, not Mr. Mark here. So fuck you. No, but okay. So yeah, what I hated is this. Okay, two things I have issues with that whole relationship with Franklin and Tanisha. First of all, why the fuck is he calling her man in the dialogue? And secondly, why is it when you beat the game? I don't know if you had this yet, where she calls you afterwards.
No, I haven't
Really?
turned to Franklin. I just, after the game, just turned to Trevor, and mostly Trevor, because I had his missions. I had a couple of them not done.
Yeah.
So I was mainly doing, because his random events, like Trevor is the most boring of the three of them, which is annoying.
Especially with his mom.
Yeah, I haven't done that one. Can't be bothered to do that one.
I don't want to do that. Yeah. What was it saying? Yeah. So she calls you saying this. Okay. So Mark, I want you to tell me right now what you know so far as that relationship with him and her.
Well, she wanted this. She wanted a she's together with a doctor or whatever. And then if you go onto I love the Twitter feed thing. If you go out on the internet, I usually went on the time and time again just to see what said, and you see Tanisha writing about her guy and stuff. So I mean, like, you get the feeling like that is a serious relationship, and that just the feel of it, I felt like she's probably better off without
Franklin.
Yeah.
What else do you know about this character before I tell you what happens?
I have no clue more than that.
they're getting married, right?
Okay.
You know that much, right?
To be expected.
Well, yeah, but as far as you know, that she tells you yes, I'm gonna get married with this man or what have you.
Yeah.
So this is what happens after you beat the game, and then you go to Franklin after a little bit, and she calls you.
Yeah.
She literally just tells you, "Hey, Franklin. Oh, hey, what's up, boo? How you doing? Oh, I'm getting married. Well, shit, I know that. Well, you don't even gotta tell me that. I mean, I'm getting married tomorrow. Oh, okay." And then she was saying, "Franklin, don't worry. You will find the right girl. Just I need you to know that I'm getting married." And it clicks. What the fuck was the point of that phone call?
Well, it's sort of like she's rubbing it in, and
I mean, listen, he's rich. He has millions of dollars. He has a nice house. Why the fuck would he care? As far as my point of view.
yeah. I mean, I don't. I mean, it's interesting because Franklin, as a character, wants out of the hood,
Yeah.
but still he has all the memories and still want to remain sort of the hood. It's sort of weird because that's the main reason I see him still wanting Tanisha is that he has this idea world of them all making it out together. Lamar, him, and Tanisha, and they're sort of like everyone, all of the three of them going out and them still being together, and Lamar also getting a nice big house or something. He's sort of stuck in that dream world.
Yeah.
And so I feel like he's more in love with the idea than he's actually in love with Tanisha.
Yeah. What's it called?
Going deep here, man.
I know, you're looking at this really deeply.
Well, I haven't given it a single thought, but I'm good when it comes to judging people. So,
Well, I mean, that's a good thing, right?
yeah.
All right, but anyway, so okay, as far as Franklin, one of the mechanics in GTA 5, the racing component in this game, in my opinion, I think it's absolutely amazing. When I was doing the first race, after I fucked up a couple of times, I kept restarting. After a while, I thought I was playing Midnight Club LA because it reminded me so much of that game that I was like, oh, dude, I can't believe I'm playing Midnight. Wait, no, I'm not playing GTA 5. It was really like well done as far as the racing goes in GTA 5, which I mean, I'm a fan of the racing games every now and then, but I really
I mostly didn't do that because I haven't done the racing. I probably will go back because I feel like I want to do. I'm still gonna go back now and again and free roam stuff.
Of course.
So I'm gonna do like races and stuff. But for instance, I mean, I felt like I didn't really want to do more races after the first one just because I won on the first try and I wrecked 5 times during the race.
Oh God.
And how the fuck did I win that? Just because everyone else wrecked.
That's true. Yeah.
And no, but I mean, it just was a mess of a race, and it was like, okay, I'm not playing more of this wreck. It's just, I didn't see how, because I shouldn't be able to win.
Yeah.
Because how many times I wrecked, and they didn't even. I mean, there was one point where all 4 of the, except the leader, ran straight into bus. So I'm just going behind them all. I'm just seeing how they just massive crash, all of them right into bus. I'm like, holy shit!
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then on the home stretch to the goal, for some reason, the other car in front of me, who I expected to win it because I was too far behind for me to catch up, he just went straight into a post and just wrecked. I'm like, and then the post wasn't even closed. If you went straight, you wouldn't be able to go into that post. But for some reason, he just ended up going a little bit more to the right and right into this post. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this race? one of few times I really wanted to have that recorded because that phrase was weird.
Which goes back to saying how you said it was too easy. How no matter how fucked up you are, you're still gonna probably win.
Yeah, I mean, how the hell where I shouldn't be able to win that?
You shouldn't be able to drive, Mark. That's the big point of that.
Yeah, my car should just be like I went all over the place and was like, fuck,
What I will say in the driving mechanics before we move on from that, they really like I don't know to me they really made it more sensitive where if you drive like a certain like speed, which obviously if you go as a little bit of a speed and you hit a car or something, your character will fucking fly out the fucking car.
Yeah, I felt it really interesting with some cars. Having the mid-tier cars, I would say, is the best course of action.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're never really slide along. But if you take the fastest car, if you do a little turn, they're just gonna spin around and you do like a 360 spin or something.
Seriously.
So if you want to win, I would suggest having also motorcycles. So it's seriously OP. They're
dude,
so fantastic. True.
Like when I first got the little shitty green motorcycle from Lamar, I was like, this shit's fucking terrible. But then once you upgrade it to the fullest, it's like, oh my god, yes.
I love the Akuma.
Dude, hell yes, man. Mine's all gray and shit, but that's just me. But anyway.
The Akuma motorcycle was amazing.
Oh yeah, that's it too. What's it called? One thing or did you have something to say to add on to that?
Yeah, my cars kept getting impounded. That was fucking annoying as hell.
What? See, everyone that tells you that's never happened to me with any other characters. I don't know how that happens.
I'm just doing other changing to other characters. Then I can come back and like, your car is impounded. We're like, fuck, not again. Seriously,
it's never happened. I don't understand how that even happens. Is it? I don't know. Fuck it, but.
Well, they must have been taken by the cops, or they must have.
I understand if it's like stolen. Okay, fine. No shit. I mean, the game tells you in what's it called? I forgot what it tells you, but it tells you that if the police sees you. No, I'm sorry. That's in GTA Online. If a cop see you with a stolen car, your wants level shows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it has something to do with that, but I don't know, man. What's it called? One thing I actually love that they brought back was the whole stat element that they had in San Andreas that they took out in GTA 4.
Yeah.
That I really like that. Like obviously they didn't put like the stats like muscle and fat, but I mean you don't really need that kind of stuff. Like as far as your stamina.
But to be honest, it makes more of a predicted. I would say for some people maybe it works out great, but the fact is that since it only goes up, it never goes down or anything like that.
Yeah.
It becomes a problem with if you have all the free characters. For me, I always picked Michael because he had full shooting.
Yeah. And slow motion too with the guns.
Yeah, I never used it because that would be just too easy. I mean, that's just how I'm very skilled with a controller, so I really didn't need that sort of thing.
I got you.
I forgot to use most of the abilities.
So
what was Trevor's? I think I never. Yeah, I used it once, I think, in the beginning when they told.
With the rampage, I'm assuming, or your first encounter with a stranger with Trevor, I'm assuming you probably used it.
Maybe I do. Yeah, it gets automatically. Yes.
Well, because one thing that they did in GTA 5, people that haven't played it or even checked out for some weird reason, what they did now, your health, you can die easily in this game, which is one thing I am particularly actually a fan of because I didn't appreciate. Well, sort of. I did kind of like having a big ass bar of health in San Andreas, but it takes away from the whole you need to the game kind of forces you to actually start taking cover from bullets.
Yeah, but to be honest, that your life regenerates half of your life.
That's true.
It's broken because it's end up being. If they would have made it so you won't regenerate, then I would have said it's a freaking hard game.
Yeah.
It should be, if I don't know if you could, I would have wanted that ability to turn that off if you had that ability, because that would suddenly make the game so much harder.
Yeah, seriously.
You had to be more careful, and suddenly the parts become more difficult. So
Yeah. I agree with that. But what's it called? Oh yeah, what I was leading to. So what they did with Trevor, his special ability, it's like what happens is Trevor now takes less damage, or like half the damage he normally takes, and what he does, he's basically like a tank. So
yeah,
I mean that's useful if you're like with the mission, whether it's you. Where is it? I think it was like a Sandy Shores. You were robbing like the was it a bank? Yeah, it was a little bank. And you're walking through the streets.
Yeah, with armor and stuff.
Yeah. That's what it helps a lot. Let me tell you that much, with the minigun too. But what's it called?
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't need to use it.
Oh well, you know what, Mark? Just because some of us aren't good at shooting, no.
It's for a person that have played console games so long, played so many GTA games. For me, it's sort of like I don't know if they had a way to put the difficulty up, but because I couldn't really find it. But maybe I have to go back and check it, because and see if you can have a harder difficulty if you play it again, because it became just too easy, because you have to have auto aim, because the free aim isn't smooth. Because I compared that to Sleeping Dogs, which had amazing shooting mechanics. For a game that barely used shooting, it has amazing shooting mechanics.
That is true.
That's why I hoped, I said that after I played Sleeping Dogs, I said if GTA 5 has that good of shooting mechanics, it's going to be amazing. But unfortunately, it didn't. And
well, I mean, Sleeping Dogs, just to quickly mention it, Sleeping Dogs was a fantastic fucking game, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking surprising that it was going to be the next Yakuza game, but anyway. Did you... I don't know if it's just me.
A true crime game.
Oh, yeah, True Crime. I'm sorry, True Crime. What the fuck, Yakuza? Yeah, True Crime. What's it called? I don't know if it was just me, but you know how there's certain times in some of the missions, like with a bank heist in what was it, for the government or some shit, where Michael didn't get paid or some shit. But anyway, you have to jump off and parachute down to this little ass like spot. But for me, I don't know if it's just me. I can't handle the goddamn parachuting. I always would either hit the wall and slightly miss it, or completely miss it.
I had perfect aiming with the parachuting.
What's up?
I had perfect aim with the parachuting.
Oh god damn it!
I don't know. What's another game I played with parachuting recently? Why I was good at it? I don't know. But I was so good at it. I think it's because when I played Q-Ball, maybe I was hang gliding so much. I was perfect in aiming where to land, and sort of like it sort of reminded me also of Saints Row. I also playing that, so it's sort of the gliding mechanics. It's similar when you use a parachute. So I think that's why I was so good at it. Maybe, I don't know.
I guess I just suck, man.
Well, I can see if you haven't used that sort of have a sort of a feeling where you should land and how much you should use to overshoot it so I can see if you don't have played games with similar styles before and understand where sort of you would land, then I could understand why you would overshoot it.
Well, thank you for sugarcoating it, Mark.
Yeah.
But all right,
because I made it on my first try, and I also made the one where you're supposed to land on the top of the mountain. Which is a random event. I made that.
The triathlon.
No, yeah, maybe it's some random events guy who
Isn't it like, I think it's with Franklin? It's this like adrenaline junkie who's like fucking what's it? I don't even know, man. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he's some sort of crazy ass dude who just. Yeah.
yeah. But what's it called? Yeah. All right. So, Mark, what were some of the things that you had particular issues with in the actual game? Like besides the fact that it's obviously too easy, but what about like the story aspects to it?
Well, the story is kind of is it's just a normal life sort of that they're trying to portray. So it's kind of hard to make it amazing story. Plus, I think they should have spread it out in a longer span of time, just because then they would have made more heists, and it's just I felt like they should have made more heists, and also
Oh,
maybe
give me a
FRB.
sec. Give me a sec. Sorry, my phone's gonna go off. I'll just cut that out. Sorry about that. That's my house phone. All right, sorry about that. You were saying, Mark?
I felt like I don't know. I would have.
God damn it. God damn it. I apologize for this. These are my issues when I'm recording Mark, so. Dude, it's not even my cell phone. It's the goddamn house phone, but alright.
Yeah. Are we going again?
Give me a sec. I'm gonna wait 10 seconds. If they call back again, this is bullshit. Done. No. Alright, and you were saying, Mark?
So the FIB part I could for once do without them being involved with the police, but I understand it was crucial to the story, seeing how it began with the backstory of all of them. But I completely understand that you had to do the FRB stuff because of the backstory of it all and how it all fitted in with it all. So, but they could have just gone for another types of another sort of story. But I really like the chemistry with all three of them. I think Franklin, Trevor, and Michael had great chemistry. So that's the good part. The main story is okay. It's nothing special.
Yeah, it's basically just GTA, man. So, I mean, if anyone's ever played a GTA, you pretty much know what to kind of expect, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's apart from GTA 4, which had amazing story, was a bad GTA game or it's not a bad game, but it's a bad GTA game. So that's how I would say. So that's the only one that really had a good plot. So this one was, it was maybe a little bit too long, dragged out.
Yeah.
I could see them drag the time out, but it's just, I mean, I felt like I just wanted to get it over with at some point. Like, okay, now I feel like they should wrap this up. I mean, much more should we do?
It's like I said, at some point you just kind of say, I don't give a shit anymore. Let me go play something else for a little bit. Because, like, okay, divided by three different characters, okay? When I first saw Trevor, or when they first, like, showed you Trevor, I thought that was amazing. Well, not like in the, the very beginning with the bank heist and shit, but where they show him bare ass naked fucking some deadbeat woman, it's like, oh my god, what the fuck kind of shit is this? Then you see him kill the main protagonist in the Lost, what is it, Lost and Damned?
Yeah.
Lost and Damned DLC in GTA 4, and he fucking kills him. It's like, oh my god, this guy's a badass. I love him.
Yeah.
And then you that like a lot of people when I was first talking to them, like, oh, what do you think about these characters? They told me that Trevor was like, whatever. It's kind of like I can't really connect to him and stuff. But if you think about it, Trevor
is a psychopath.
Yeah.
If you connected to him, then you seriously have some issues.
No shit. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's like, well, I mean, and also, I mean, look, Trevor, I can say, at least in my opinion, he's basically, if you're gonna think of GTA, that's basically who you could picture of. You could like just go around and kill shit. There you go, Trevor. Just fucking do anything you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially.
It's, completely that picture.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's crazy. He doesn't give a fuck how he looks. Oh my god, I don't know why. It just came to mind where him and Michael were talking to each other, and how Michael was calling him a hipster, and how all hipsters want to become
Yeah.
whichever is. That was so great, man.
That was a great conversation. I do agree.
Did you ever, real quick? Did you ever actually like go out and hang out with like each of the characters, or no, like together?
No, I haven't done it. I've heard some great stuff after the game to be done, so I will do that.
It really is, because like even after every mission they do together or something like that, you can see how they actually feel about their actual like input in what actually just happened in their lives. And then afterwards, when you talk to Franklin and when it's just Franklin and Michael, it's just them saying, "Ah, we finally did it." And Franklin like saying like, "Oh yeah, if I ever want to have someone to teach me some stuff, I'm never gonna ask you." And then they laugh it off or some stuff. But I haven't checked out what Trevor says to them. But yeah, it's
Apparently you're supposed to have Trevor and call both, hang out with both of them. Because
Really?
Anthony told me that I should just be Trevor, then call both Franklin and Michael and say to them, both of them hang out, and then you're supposed to get them drunk later and stuff, and it's supposedly you get to know exactly what they did after the game ended, stuff. So for people that want to know, you should have them do that, because they're telling themselves what they did afterwards.
And now I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah.
Seriously, what's it called? One thing I thought was kind of interesting, but then at the end kind of just fell off. How each character has their own issues. For example, Franklin, when Stretch comes back, and as far they don't like, you know, that you don't really know until later on, but Stretch is, you know, trying to get Lamar killed. He's setting him up for some shit. So your main, I guess you could say, enemy with Franklin is, you know, Stretch. Michael, it's who the fuck was it? The show off of the CA. Oh, I'm sorry, FIB. Devin, no,
Steve.
Devin. Steve, there you go, Steve. And then Trevor is the Asian dude, Wei Wong.
No. Steve was the agent, and Devin was the.
Well, Devin's the one that, spoilers, that they bury, right? Or not bury, they put in the trunk and they push him off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve
And
is...
you're right, and he has Trevor has the Chinese dude.
Yeah, and then Steve is, again, Michael's thing. Or, well, not Michael's thing, but, you know, the whole plot. You'll understand. If you play the game, you understand. But what I hated, and this actually not pissed me off, but it annoyed me that all this, like, not, I guess you could say drama with each of their characters and their separate things, and to have them not kill them and have someone else do that for them, I didn't like, for example, Michael's the one that kills Stretch, and then Trevor kills who the fuck was it? Steve, and then Franklin kills the Asian dude, which literally you just drive up there and you pull a rocket launcher and blow up the cars. That's it. You're done. It's not personal, it's quick, it's painless. And to do that right before the final like the actual ending, if you chose option C, which we need to discuss afterwards. I don't know. It's like, really, just to do that, you could have written something for this. Come on, Rockstar.
Well, I think it being unplanned, their course of action.
True.
They took everyone surprise. If they would have taken out one of them, maybe the other part would have heard. But they did everything at the same time, and just wanted to get clean slate from everyone. And I felt like they did that just because it's more of the unexpected. They just wanted to get out of this, and sort of this was a panic plan because of them not knowing why. They're like, okay, now we just, when they get to know what's going on and their targets on their backs and stuff, they were like, okay, well, we need to get rid of them all, and so on.
That is all right. I can see it like that, but now
It was that was the only part that wasn't planned.
yeah.
Every heist and stuff are planned, but it's always gets messy when you do just wing it, like, okay, we're doing it right now.
Well, I don't know. I can see like that, right? You got a point there, but what's it called? Damn, I had something else I wanted to mention about that, but I can't remember. Shit. Oh yeah, sorry, I got it. So the only way you can actually do those, like, wait, or is that when you can do that? Where is that option C where all that happens, or is that
Yeah.
before all that?
No, that's the option C.
Okay, option C. So for people that are listening to this and they're wondering, well, what do you mean option C? Well, what happens is after you do a couple things with Michael and Trevor as a whole, as a group, I guess you could say, and they do a few heists through the government, shit like that. Was it Devin? No, or Steve? Yeah. Steve and I forgot the other detective that Michael knew.
Dave.
Dave. Steve and Dave tell Franklin that you have to kill Trevor. And then, obviously Franklin's like, well, me and Trevor are cool. Why can't you guys do it? Or yada yada. And
Yeah.
on the flip side, who the hell says that you have to kill Michael? Or
Devin.
them?
Yes. Because he fucked over his movie.
Oh, that's Devin.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, Devin, yeah. So what happens after when Devin goes to your house, you being Franklin, after that happens, your phone pops up and you have three options: kill Trevor, kill Michael, and then option C, which is called Death Witch. Now,
Yeah.
admittedly, when I first saw that, I was like, okay, so does this mean Franklin dies or what the fuck? So I didn't know what's up.
Yeah, or that means that he killed both.
Yeah, I didn't realize, like, well, they weren't really specific. But then, admittedly, I went online to figure out what do you mean by option C. So after I read a little bit, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start reading. I'm gonna go do that. So from what I've heard, option B is really the more sadder ending, to say the least.
Of course it is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Which is killed Michael.
because it's. I mean, they have the hold that Trevor is keeping at it, like his father and son bonding.
Yeah.
Like the son he's never had. He's kind of right in that respect.
Yeah.
So
Because of fucking
So-
Jimmy. Yeah.
yeah, so I can see why that would be fucked up and why. Because honestly, they have become. If you play the game, I don't see anyone picking any other choice except maybe if people hate Trevor.
Yeah.
I can
then they choose option
understand
A, yeah.
he's a psychopath, so it's expected that people would sort of do that. But if you see it from a standpoint of what Franklin would have done, of course the fuck he would kill them.
Of course, dude.
I mean, he's a good guy, and he's not just kill people for no reason.
Yeah, seriously.
That's I think the biggest problem with the whole thing is that you wouldn't turn to Franklin. It makes no sense that they would turn to Franklin and say that they should make him kill the other.
Yeah. As a
Because
story wise, yeah.
I don't get it why they would go to him. You would hire someone who isn't close to them, because the big chance is that he's going to tell the other people.
Which they did.
Yeah, and well, they should be at least the first time when he gets approached by what the FIB say, you should kill Trevor. He should instantly be like, tell the other guys that FIB, because I don't know why he would keep that a secret,
Yeah,
and
of
why
course.
it would weigh so much on him.
Yeah, and that's one of the issues that I was having as far as the narrative in this game. I was like, really, that doesn't seem like it fits. Like, maybe if you're just like, okay, yeah, I fucking hate Trevor, let me kill Trevor or Michael, which I don't know how anyone could hate Michael. He's really, a fucking badass, dude.
Yeah,
Really?
I
Oh
wouldn't
wait,
say.
do you have to prefer?
He's more of a guy who has a midlife crisis and a horrible family
That's
that
true.
blames him for the. I mean, you're more of a, like, you feel sad for Michael
That's
than
true.
anything else. And if I would to kill someone, I would probably kill Michael if I had to kill someone, because honestly, the way he fucked over Trevor, I can see why he did it. But still, for me, from my standpoint, Trevor is the more honest person than Michael. and that's what I have based that on. But I went C because I mean Franklin would only choose that. I couldn't see him choose any of the other ones.
And if you're looking at it as, I guess as a gamer standpoint, why would you kill off the other two characters if you haven't done all the collectibles and all that other stuff? I can understand maybe like, all right, well, what I have to do is I want to actually do something that's not, expected. If you have all the collectibles and all that crap, the alien cars and shit like that, all right, go ahead, do what the fuck you want. But I mean, I want to play as each character, dude. I like each character for a reason, man.
Yeah, I can see that point.
But what's it called? Yeah, I mean, overall though, I will say that the game is interesting, and I obviously recommend it to anyone that hasn't picked it up here or has like feeling iffy about it. I really think you should go pick it up, even though we just spoiled everything for you.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting game to say the least. I'm happy with it. Am I gonna say it's the best game ever? No, but it's one of my own personal favorite games I've played. I'm not gonna say that there's games I prefer over than that. Like for example, if you're gonna ask me, or you actually, Mark, which of the three games would you play instead? Like if you only get one of them, which would you get? Red Dead Redemption, LA Noire, or GTA 5? Personally, I would get Red Dead Redemption, dude. I fucking love that game.
It's a tough choice. It would stand between GTA and Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Go on.
I don't know. As the side things in it is really good in GTA 5, and most of the stuff I did sidewise in Red Dead Redemption was shoot animals. Yes, that was the thing I did. Just getting money. That was skinned animals.
I think I'm starting to see why you connect with Trevor, Mark.
Yeah, no. I just did it because it's the easiest way to get money, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because bounties are annoying to do. So, but it's a tough choice because it was a while ago I played Red Dead Redemption, but
of course. Yeah, it's a completely different, era of gaming.
I almost need to say that I need to play GTA again to see the value of it. I played Red Dead Redemption 2 times.
Oh, okay.
So when you do it again, is it as good? And yeah, so I don't know. I honestly, I think I would probably go for Red Dead Redemption.
Okay. As far as right now,
just because of I've played GTA games so many times.
Yeah.
And Red Dead Redemption is its own sort of style, and I haven't played that style that much.
As far as the Midwest, not Midwest, the Western days of cowboys and shit. Yeah. But overall, again, GTA 5, great game. I wouldn't rush it if I were you. I take your time with it, explore the activities that you can do the random events, etc., etc. But the game is a fun game. As far as what I think about it being, like, I guess you could say the last like major thing that's only going to be for the 360 and PS3. I understand Ghost is still coming out and shit like that, but I mean that's coming out for Xbox One and PS4 as well. That's why I'm considering it being a part of just the last big thing for this generation of consoles. To me, it really, if you're gonna say what game can summarize the whole culture of this generation of gaming, I would say GTA 5, honestly, in my opinion, because
it's a good send-off, along with Beyond Two Souls that comes out.
Oh yeah,
soon.
oh my god, yeah, it's true.
So it's perfect kinds of games that send off this generation.
Honestly, yeah.
So
I mean, I was playing GTA 4 last week just because I wanted to see what was up. It's a completely different game. If you look at it graphically and everything, it's like at the time, no shit, it looked amazing. That's why
Yeah.
fucking it got 10 out of 10 or whatever the fuck that person gave the score as. But, which I don't agree with 10 out of 10. But it's really really something different. It has a lot of elements from across the genres. Even like again, basic RPG elements in this game. It's a great third-person shooter, but again, there's others I can prefer. But overall, I think GTA 5, amazing game. And
Yeah.
if you're a parent that wants to get their kid a game, honestly, I hope it's a teenager, not a fucking 10-year-old. Get GTA 5. But before we set that
I mean,
off,
if it depends on the maturity of the child in hand. That's always, if they can't handle it, then they shouldn't have it.
yeah, I was seeing the article that you posted up on Twitter a few days ago, Mark, about the parent, or not the parent, the guy that worked at GameStop and he was talking to parents stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, that's why I was like, oh shit, yeah. But before we move on from GTA Online, for those of you that
Yes.
know, has been recently released Monday, or I guess 2 days ago. As far as when I'm recording this right now, today is October 2nd. You guys will be seeing this. When's Friday? Like in 2 days? All right, sure, whatever. So here's what I gotta say real quick before I let you go on and what you, because I know for a fact you probably had more time in the game than I have, but
In GTA Online, haven't been able to get on at all.
oh wow, really? Jesus, never mind. But holy shit, never mind, Mark.
I couldn't be bothered after waiting 40 minutes on like the
First thing.
racing thing. I was like, fuck this.
Here's my issue so far. Okay. First off, all right, the character customization. I kind of think it's whatever with the whole. Oh, look how your grandpa and grandma look.
The problem is that everyone has the same lineage because everyone has John Marston right now. So I feel like that's a problem because everyone looks the same because they only have one lineage, which is stupid. They should at least have like two at least or something. I mean, it's so like everyone looks the same except for the ones that had a collector's edition that could get
which
Nico Bellic, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Which again, it's like okay, that I didn't really give a fuck about that. I wanted a more personally. I'm a guy that loves customization, so I was expecting something not like it, but almost like in Mass Effect with the whole how you can completely make that person's what's his name, Shepard, like however you want. But all right, basic kind of customization when it comes to the GTA Online atmosphere. I was expecting a little bit more considering how much customization there is in the actual campaign or story mode, I guess you could say, of GTA 5. But nevertheless, moving on. Waiting for 20 I'm surprised it took you 20 goddamn minutes with 5 random ass people to do a race versus one NPC. How does that make sense?
I don't know. It took me 20 minutes to get past to the where everyone was filled up so that you could do a race, and then it was another 20 minutes of just being in, not be able to go into the race. I'm like, no, I can't be bothered to wait more.
Yeah. Especially when, what else came out that same day, or I think yesterday? Fucking Battlefield 4, the beta's out. Why wouldn't you, like, if you're gonna waste, don't get me wrong, I'm having issues as well, but listen, Rockstar, you broke the record for most sales of a game in history ever. You had billions of dollars. You pushed back the online access of GTA for 2 weeks. You gotta have good service. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't know shit about, computing and actually making that kind of stuff and the whole process of the servers and stuff. But come on, you have the money. Spend a little bit on that, man. I was expecting something much better to handle this. Now, don't get me wrong. Okay, first day, issues of multiplayer are such a big thing. But listen, if Call of Duty can handle their shit, I'm expecting you motherfuckers to handle that shit. And that's just my opinion on it. But I don't know. So as far I like you just said, you haven't really been able to play it. Literally, all I've done is get a car, which I stole, a Mustang, get a license on it, have a tracker, which how they do it is they'll track your car, so when you're not playing, you can find it where it's at, and no one else can really get it. I got insurance on that fucking thing, which okay, whoop they do. Thank you, Rockstar, for giving me insurance on a car, which is cool and all. Because if your car blows up, hey, my car blew up, can you give me a new one? Okay, sure, pick it up. All right, cool. But all I've done is kill Vagos and Ballers for some drugs, which was a mission in the actual multiplayer. Get a car, and then just kill everyone. That's all I've done. Because, dude, in my opinion, and I'm gonna say it, I hate it. I don't like the online. I think it's terrible. If anyone's ever played, let's listen, the GTA San Andreas for PC that had a modded, I think it was modded, multiplayer, Rockstar basically took that and put it into this. But I prefer the GTA San Andreas. There was so much more you could have done in that game, and it actually ran well. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, obviously day one access of the fucking multiplayer for GTA 5 is a hell of a lot more people than on that, but all I've done is kill people. That's it. I couldn't be fucked to do anything else. Which,
well, I now in the beginning, I can't judge it yet, even if I've seen stuff a little bit from it.
right.
I'm more interested to see when they get to do like jobs and stuff in the game and see that sort of stuff, and see if you roll with the crew, how fun that can be, to see how it's going to work out, because that's until then I can't really comment so much about it.
That's a fair point. Yeah. I mean, and I'll be honest, I haven't played with my friends either, but I'm hoping to hopefully get my friends together or something like that. Or,
I just think that it's solely going to be most online experiences is really you need to have friends, because I mean, you can't, if you talk over, like the only thing you can do is like talk, use your microphone, and that's horrible. So can't really chat with people, which makes the game so hard for you to like. You can't just become friends with anyone in GTA Online. So unless you have friends already, I don't see the point in people playing it. Unless they want to troll and flame and kill people, then it's the right game for you.
Which, I mean, honestly, like, you can say, like, for example, Borderlands, how on the first one, I don't know about the second one because I never played it. On the first one, if you played it by yourself, you're gonna get bored, and you're just gonna not give a fuck. If you have your friends, all right, guys, let's go do this mission, and then you guys will fuck around with each other, whatever the fuck, sure. But right now, if you're gonna play GTA Online by yourself, you're not gonna have fun. Honestly, unless you're the kind of person that which I know people like this, because when I bought the game, I told my friends about it, and a few of them came over. I saw some of them actually play the story, which is how I am when it comes to GTA. And then some of them just say, "Fucking yeah, I got 5 wanted levels." What? It's like, all right, cool, dude. You're not experiencing all of it, but all right, go do your thing, whatever. Crash your car and shit.
I can see that. It's usually how I were playing the game with my cousin back in the day. We used to play when we played GTA 3. We just like stole cars, went on rooftops. Sometimes we cheated just so we usually cheated just so we could get to the weapons and stuff, as much weapons as possible. So we just blew up everything. We stole tanks. It was so much fun, and sort of that's something I felt like wanted to do again. Sort of go back to the old days. So maybe I will try and go to my cousin someday, and we're like, we're gonna play GTA 5 and just have fun with it. For memory's sake.
For real. What I kind of have it's kind of like what you referring to what you said, how it's a little bit easier. The cops are really easy to escape, at least from my experience, dude. Like
5-star rating, and you just can
go onto the freeway. And
I made a getaway in the last one with both my front tires blown off.
Yeah, exactly. And
How the fuck?
I had it with
can I
all
make
4
it
blown
away?
off.
I was like, okay, how the fuck did I get away from this?
It goes back to what you were saying, how it's a bit easier. Which, all right, I understand. It's a more universal audience that you want to
I
get.
must also point out the thing. When you one of the missions, if you pick one of the sort of heist, no, it's the last heist. If you one of the choices is you steal a drill, you're stealing a drill.
Oh yeah.
So I did that, and I was like, I ended up accidentally going into this area, and I made like a left turn. I didn't mean to do it, and I accidentally flipped over my backside. So I was like, "Fuck! I need to get this right." And it was like I didn't even. I had like 3-4 star rating, but for some reason they couldn't find a way into the area. So it's like after a while, it just the rating went away, and me just trying to back up and like make the thing right so I could attach it again. I was like, how the fuck did I? How did I not find it? I was like middle of like this area, and then they couldn't find a way into the.
Oh man.
Like they're really dumb, this one.
Yeah, man, honestly. And one thing I want to mention with San Andreas, when I used to play with my cousin as well, we used to, all right, as soon as you can do whatever you want in San Andreas with the CJ, and I would run to the place to you can play 2 players, and then we would steal a car and then do a bunch of cheat codes, and then as soon as we're ready, we would drive all around San Andreas, getting shit blown up with the helicopters and tanks, and oh my god.
Yeah.
I can't really, do that in GTA 5. I don't feel like it's there, the challenge anymore. I don't feel like, holy shit, I'm about to die. No, I just, all right, let me do the G code, boom, that's it.
Well, it should be like if you have 5-star rating, it should almost always end in your death or you getting busted. But in those, if you have that planned in the last mission, I would expect you have sort of like a little head start. You would expect like, okay, it's possible. At some point you need to do this or that. I mean, you never used like a paint place or whatever to repaint your car to get you want the level away. You didn't need to, unlike GTA 3, where if you didn't do that in some cases, then you were fucked.
Yeah. And I mean, what's it called? Another thing that I wanted to just point out, when you died in previous GTA titles, you would lose your weapons. And stuff.
That's
now you keep your weapons.
Yeah.
Which again adds to the more easiness of, or makes it more of an easier kind of game, because before, if you lost your weapons, okay, now I gotta spend a fuckload of money to get my weapons. Especially now if they have that kind of system where again they have your what the fuck is it called, ammunition, where you can upgrade the hell out of your gun. If you would have lost your weapons and then had to spend all that money to re-upgrade it, that would have been a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But of course later on, money isn't really an issue, but.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the whole thing about it all, that they're like, well, I mean, money is pointless in this game.
Oh yeah.
To be honest. So that's the sad part with it all. You don't have, I mean, why would you collect enough money to get the golf course? What does that do for me? What's the point of it all? I mean, oh yeah, you get more money from it. Yay! Why do I care about more money?
It's like I already had a hell of a lot more money. I just spent a fuckload to get at this golf course. I'm not making enough money. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Now I understand if you were like a master in the stocks, which I am not, where you can easily get the money. But again, that's like I don't know. Well, then again, I don't know. I don't know how everyone else's experience is with the game, and as far as the stocking is, but I fucking hate that thing. It helps every now and then. But I don't know, man. I can't just sit there and just wait for my money to come in and hoping it makes money, dude. I don't know. That's just me, but
yeah.
That about does it as far as the GTA conversation goes with me and Mark.
Yeah. What was the most beautiful kill you made? Because my most beautiful kill I made was in the Ferris wheel with Steve.
Oh yeah.
I made a perfect sniper shot right in the head.
Same
I was
here,
like,
man.
yes!
Right in the eye, dude. My
Oh,
beautiful
beautiful.
kill. Ah, shit. It would have to be when I was just what's it called? I sold a tank, or not sold a tank. I ordered a tank off the because you can order like cars and vehicles and shit on the online from
Yeah, I
GTA.
know.
I ordered a tank, and I just went around killing a bunch of shit. But what happened was I got to this one, like I was in the country area of, I guess you could say, GTA.
Yeah.
And what happened was there was a roadblock that they set up where they kept on piling up and up and up, and I was just sitting there just chilling. I was like, all right, you're all down here, I'm gonna just shoot you with a rocket launcher, and then you just see a bunch of cars blow up. It was like literally like
Nice.
over 20. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing, dude.
That's a nice one.
That's my video kill at least. Which I gotta say, the explosion animations in this game is really, really well done. It looks really, really
Yeah.
nice for some reason. But
Yeah, it's realistic. That's why it's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Rockstar, for that. Now make your online access great, and I'll be happy. But
Yeah.
that about
I'm just happy if they get it right until it gets to PC, because then I get to play with most of the people, because
yeah.
many of the Rumbortians have got it for, or at least the people I play with got it for PS3, and I don't have a PS3, so
Same here. Same here, man.
yeah.
Hey, man. But yeah, I mean, what's it called? You know, I would love to record gameplay footage, but I have some technical issues where I can't. But I don't want to get into that. But you know, it's a fun game, and I'm hoping that GTA. I'm gonna play a little bit more of it. But if it's again lackluster to me, I'm just not gonna play online anymore. I'm gonna just go and try to get all the collectibles and shit, and try to complete the whatever I can with the game. But after that, I'm pretty much done with it.
Yeah.
But all right, Mark. Anything else you want to say as far as the GTA before we move on real quick?
No, I think we have summed it up pretty well, damn well, I think.
Yeah, we didn't really get into the story, but
Yeah,
I'm trying to
it's
not
more
spoil
like people
everything.
experienced it themselves when it comes to the story.
Yeah. I don't want to really spoil everything for the viewer. I want to make sure that there's at least some in there. What I really just spoil for you guys is just the ending.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not that important, to be honest.
Honestly, yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's more about the characters than anything else, and
Yeah.
and the decisions you make in the end. It doesn't make that much of a difference.
If you've done everything with a certain with the characters that you choose to kill off, because if not, you just ruined a good percentage of the game for you.
Yeah.
Hey, but all right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna so this is something that I do on my podcast. I play music from time to time.
Okay.
So right now, for you, the listeners, you guys, for us, it's gonna be like a second, but for you guys gonna hear a song. This is gonna be Asher Fall signing off on the podcast. When we return, we're gonna talk about Pokemon, Mark.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back with that, you guys. Thank you guys for listening. I will catch you guys, after the break. Let me stop the OBS.
Rolling thoughts on the highway. One day we will go away. Someday. Day by day is the same. Backstab friends and their shit. I've dealt with all my years, all my life. No more love, no more care. Commission is what they share. Do I belong anywhere? This is time to walk out. This is what we're all about. I can't stand this place at all. I'm here today to salute the day. I've waited here for a long time, and this is my ticket out. And I'm glad, and I swear every breath that I wasted to build this dream. And that's what I'm gonna do. this small garage, dreaming of the day we walk. It's hard to just give up. I know you're up there watching, I know you have faith in me. I promise I won't let you down. I'm here today to salute the day. I've waited here for a long time, and this is my ticket out. I'm glad, and I swear that every breath that I wasted to build this dream, and that's what I'm gonna do. I won't give up. I won't die here. I'm pulling on with all my heart. So goodbye. To salute the days I've waited here for a long time, and this is my ticket out. I'm here today to salute the day.